Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to your favorite study abroad live session brought to you by Vantage Migration. Wow, it's good to be here today. I greet you all who are going to be watching on the replay. Thank you for joining us. Please do well to stay to the end as we have a lot of offers and exciting content packaged just for you all. Okay, so we're going to be reviewing the fully funded program today for MSc and PHD students or programs. So if you're interested in any of those programs, please join us and watch to the end. And of course, there's going to be questions and answers after the session. All right, so do well to drop your questions in the comment sections. And for those watching in the replay, watch to the end as most of the answers to the questions will and may definitely answer your study abroad questions that you may have. So let's make this a very interactive session, okay? Because we have a lot packaged for you and we have a guest in the house. You want to see him, watch very soon. I'll bring him up shortly. But before we go into the session proper, let's take our answer.
Vantage migration. Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. We are your number one educational consultants. We are your number one educational consultants. For your admission, for your scholarship. No matter the degree, we are ready for you all over the world. For your PhD, for your PhD. Migration.
Migration attends to every student, all students of race, different race, color, the skin, doesn't matter. We Africans, we are ready for you, and we are your best study abroad club. Okay, so today we found a fully funded scholarship just for you. Why do we love talking about scholarship? Because in everything studying abroad, the best and easiest solution for a lot of problems is centered around scholarship, right? There's a lot of high cost now. There's been series of increase in cost of living in different countries as the whole world has been going through a lot of economic challenges due to the post-COVID era and whatnot. Okay, so it is very important to have scholarships so that it's going to ameliorate your funding issues, right? Okay, so most scholarships come with expenses, and most are fully funded programs. You don't have to pay any kobo, and then there are some that also just a partial scholarship. But today we found a fully funded program, one that tuition, everything is covered. Okay, so let's go dive into sharing my screen. My guest is going to join us. For now, I just want to share the screen and then I'll bring him on. All right. So just let me know in the comment section where you're watching us from. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. Please do well to like and share this video. There are a lot of other students I'm sure that are interested in this. Please share this session, share the video to your friends, like and comment. Okay. So I know disadvantage could be that this program is not your interest, but it will interest you to know that there are a lot of courses that may be linked to this. So not just one person will enjoy this scholarship. Other people can if you learn how to do your course of best fit. So it is very possible for you to apply for this program. And then if your course or your program is not captured here, all you need to do, if your course or program is not captured here, all you need to do is tell me in the comment section your own program. Because since I find these scholarships for you, I really most time I don't have direction on what to search for. I don't know what are people interested in, right? So tell me in the comment section what programs or what courses do you want me to find so that it aid me in future, because we're going to bring in this to you from time to time, cheap tuition, scholarships and whatnot to support you and to aid you in your study abroad journey. So let me know in the comment section what programs of interest so that when we are doing this search, we can okay, somebody once said data something. Of course, me, I am not for instance, I'm only studying in one field, right? So I'm not interested in other fields. So I won't be able to know or have idea on what to pick. Most times I just pick this randomly. But if you tell me what you want us to find for you, your programs of interest, it will help you, right? And then of course, this is a study abroad live session, and everybody watching are all interested in studying abroad. So let us know your country of interest. It will also help because one of the important things is not just going abroad. You also need to look at the countries. Some countries are family friendly, some countries are not family friendly, right? So you want to know those ones. While some countries, the cost of living is so high and thereby necessitating you to have to prove funds, right? Too much funds. Meanwhile, in some other countries, like one of the schools I saw, I'm going to bring that up next session. The cost of living in that school is three for a year is 3,000. That's for food. The school even provided it is $3,000 or something in the school in the country's currency. So in that instance, you can see that that country, their proof of funds may not be as high as others, right? So country is very important in studying abroad. Your program of interest is very important in studying abroad, and also tuition is very important in studying abroad. Plus your background, your family, what are your interests. Some countries are sports oriented, some countries are these. There's different things you look into studying abroad. So if you tell me comment section, it will help my search so that you know that okay, for today's session we're going to be helping. Okay, I see one of the first person that posted is Zomaka. Hi Zomaka, mass communication. You see, so now we know that, and it should interest you to know that most of the programs you have in your home countries, let's say Nigeria, Ghana, the way you call programs there or courses is different from what is obtainable outside. So that is why it's a bit confusing sometimes in choosing programs, right? So please drop them. I can see that some people have been complying. Do well to comply. Hi Amara. Oh, social work. Okay. Well, social work is not a course, but I know that with social work we can figure out where to pinpoint it. Okay. So I've changed my mind. Rather than going into the session, let me invite my guest and then I begin to share my screen. So join me as we welcome Mr. Priye. Hi, Mr. Priye. How are you today?
Hello, Chinoye. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year to our viewers from wherever you're watching. Nice to have you again. And thank you for having me, Chinoye. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So let's go into the session proper. I know that's what you're waiting for. Okay, I see some have been replying. Hi, Clement. Thomas, you're in Australia. Oh, I wanted to share the scholarship from Australia. Maybe I'll do that in that session. Okay. All right. So today we're going to Canada.
Right.
I hope you can see, okay. I hope you can see my screen. Mr. Priya, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, I can see it. If our viewers, if you can see the post screen as well, just put it in the comment section. We can see it. Forwards, we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is University of well, please pardon if I don't pronounce it. It's not my native language. All right. So today's program is MSc and in food, agriculture, and resource economics. You see, something related to food and agriculture because we had what's it called? There was a message dropped in the comment section by an aspiring student who was so grieved because he felt that agriculture doesn't do well abroad or that schools don't offer agriculture and there are no scholarships for it, right? So a lot of people have been sharing myths that agriculture is not a good course to study if you want to go abroad or study abroad. Maybe it's not going to help you in funding and whatnot, including getting a job. So I decided to debunk that myth. First of all, finding a full scholarship. So this scholarship it's for MSc and PHD graduates. It will interest you to know that in this there are also other scholarships that you can add to your own scholarship. So there are some scholarship bodies that when you get one, you're not permitted to use the beneficiaries of other scholarships. But under this one, you can. Then one thing we Advantage Migration do, one of our secret weapons is the fact that we find scholarships that everybody can apply to. So it's not like you must have a 2-1, you must have a 2-2, you must be very poor and broke. No, that's not what we do. We have secret scholarship, and this is one of those secrets that I'm revealing to you here. So with this scholarship, first of all, this program, getting admission to this program secures you scholarship if you can successfully apply. And then there are other scholarship bodies affiliated to the school that you may be able to benefit from. So today's program, MSc and PhD in Food, Agricultural, and Resource Economics. So this is thesis and research. Okay, who is in Canada? Pronounce it at your time. Pronounce as what do they call it? Is it pronounced as okay? All right. So you
Pronounced
have
as it
a
sounds or as it is spelled.
okay, yeah, that's the same, right? Okay, so
Okay.
MSc and PhD in Food, Agriculture, and Resource Economics. It's offered through department. They call it FAIR. That's it. And whereas Food and Agricultural Economics, Natural Resource and Environmental Economics. So you can see that this kind of discipline, let's say programs right now, okay. But if you want detailed programs, if you need us to know, if you need to know if program is your own, you can apply with your course. Just let us know, send an email to us so that we're going to help you in-house, okay? But just off my head, without using our what's it called, our technique and platform, our study abroad software, I'm already helping you to match programs, right? So both uh, uh focus on developing a fundamental understanding of economic principles. Okay, so this is the overview. I don't want to bore us by going in deep, or would you like me to go in deep?
I think
Okay,
you can just highlight
still with me.
some key takeaways.
Okay, these are some of the
from
programs
that
that are going to be taking here. One thing I love about studying abroad is that most of the universities they tell you how the course you're taking is going to benefit you. So for that student who felt that so a course a program in agriculture, he had a BS, he has a BSc, right? That's not in agricultural science or something. I think from Nigeria, and he was worried that he won't be able to get full scholarship or get job with his BSc, even when he goes to further he felt for he couldn't find a course or a proper program plus funding, and then he felt that because he did agriculture, he's going to be disadvantaged in the job market. Now, the career opportunities open for anyone who takes this course. You can see it be a policy analyst, it could be a professor, research associate. See, so the school could even retain you. Economist, data scientist, could be a consultant, could be a chief officer. This is all listed by the school, and I'm sure that there are many more opportunities as you go in, right? See what they say in this shop. You have an idea where to apply to after studies, right? Health Canada, Forestry Canada. Some join private firms or become sought after consultants. Other become professors. Awesome. You see. Okay. So that's that. So I think you've got an idea where to focus yourself, right? Now let's look at funding. Generally, MSc students are funded upwards of 22,000 per year, while PhD students upwards of 30,000 per year, 22,000 per year. And this program, it's this program, it's not expensive. So many of our graduates also compete successfully for see that apart from this funding awarded to every student of this department and all the benefits scholarships provided by the school. You can see that many of our graduate students also compete for University of Guelph. So the school also provides scholarship for those who for students of this program. So let's just see what's here. Oh, I don't want to go into deep search. You can do that on your own. Okay, we just go back. You can do that on your own. Let's check this one. So For this department, funding is available up to 22,000 per year. When you've paid that, so each year you pay 22,000, and that's very good. Now that's a fully funded right there. Then what you need to look at now is you now decided that, oh, I'm interested in other. So this is the funding page for additional scholarship. So when you apply to this okay, you send to this school, and for this program you will be offered upwards. Well, when they mean upwards, it means that the minimum is 22,000 Canadian dollars, right? 22,000 Canadian dollars, while the maximum is not stated. So you can go as high as possible. Now, this thing kind of sounds like something that calls for negotiation to get bigger scholarships, right? That's one of the things we teach at Advantage Migration. We'll teach you how to get even more scholarship than this. It's a trick. It also depends on the documents you submit and a whole lot of others that I can't list right now. Okay. But the minimum, oh sorry, the minimum is 22,000 per year for MSc students, and PhD students are funded upwards 30,000 per year. This is the minimum. They can go as high as possible. How do you make them? That's one thing you need to do. The trick is in the way you apply, and there's a lot of other things you need to do. But good thing is that this has covered the tuition, and you have change left. The school has not provided a breakdown, but I believe that by the time you apply, some schools require you to, when you apply, they give you more breakdown on the cost or something. So by the time you actually apply for the program, you get to know what's left for you, your living expense, because most times there are fully funded programs that don't come with living expenses, and there are some that come with even living expenses, or they support you. They call it stipends, right? Support you with some stipends. But this school has decided not to list for this department. So this is the department website, and they are funding students 22,000 for this program for MSc students and PhD students up to 30,000 per year. And you know the average PhD is 3.5 to 4 years. So each year you get 30,000 per year. And how much again is Canadian proof of funds? 20,600 and something thousand Canadian dollars for 1 year. So you can see that with this you're already good to go. This you're good to go, right? And then and the best thing about this scholarship, why I brought you this, is that, like they said, many of our graduate students also compete successfully for University of Web scholarships and awards. So how do you get this scholarship? I know most people say scholarship is competition. It's not sure. It is sure if you do it right. It's just like mathematics. Garbage is what you get, you put in. I hope I'm correct in this one.
It's what you put in that you get.
Put in that you get out. If you follow the proper sequence.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm right. So it's if you follow the proper, will I call it way of doing things, the application, the stages, the proper documents, you will get the result you want, which is what a fully funded scholarship awarded to you. You will get it. The reason why you don't get it is because you don't know how to apply, and that's why we invite you to come over to Vantage Migration, join our training class. Let's teach you how to apply successfully for scholarship. So most people do things like trial by error. I've seen someone who said, I tried 10 times before I got scholarship. I admire her zeal, right? And the fact that she was consistent. So what the lady did was she kept on trying. When she make mistakes, she learned from what she did wrong. She kept on trying, but 10 times is a whole lot, right? Before she finally landed herself full scholarship. Praise God for her. But you can do that in one try. If you take training, you don't want to wait that long, because each year that you are denied is tantamount to 10 years. Because you applied for one scholarship cycle and you failed. You tried. I think she tried up to 5 years. How many years was that? I've forgotten the story. So you want to make your own faster, right? And the best way to do it is get trained on it to save you time. But you can try on your own. But like you said, they say they compete successfully. Scholarships are not, they don't dash you scholarship. You have to apply for this program now. Once you get admission to this program, you are funded up to this amount, more than this, right? So now you need to know. So basically, even the program admission too is another competition. You know, getting admissions to school is competition, because there are a lot, they receive a lot of application, and they just have probably limited space or slots to accommodate students. And with this surge now, where there are recognized schools, and there are some schools that are known for what's it called, are recognized by the government as always helping international students. So you see that, and because the government recognize them, students who come from those schools with offer later tend to have visa approval faster than every other students. They are like giving the recognized school means they are recognized and I want to use this legal word, judicially noticed by the government. So visa offer letters coming from those schools automatically, almost automatically. I don't want to say automatically. I love to give space. There's room for allowance, right? Almost certainly gets a visa approval, because they have been recognized by the school and by the government. And once the government finds out that this person was offered this thing for it, legitimately, you get your admission, you get your visa. What may actually make you not go is probably if your proof of funds is shady, or you had one or two mistakes your proof of funds. That is why you should also get trained on your proof of funds, so that if you get your proof of funds right, you just go, and you not be having the generic visa ban, visa officer letters, or what's it called, GCMS note with this one and that one. You'll be like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong exactly? Those kind of issues will not happen, right? So yes, try to get admission to this program. If you can do it yourself, please feel free. That's why we brought it to you. But if you would love us to help you to get admission to this program, and also compete for other scholarships in the school, because the aim is to have, the bigger the money, the better. I'm sure that if they even give you $100,000, it will not be enough for you as scholarship, right? So the more the funds, the better. And there are so much available here. This one is it's a whole lot, right? So please be my guest. You can come and apply. The school is the University of, well, all right. So please do well to apply. If you would love us to help you in your application to this program or any other program, if you want us to help you, immigration.ca, to engage us privately, so we'll train you and assist you. We love to train. I know when people hear training, sometimes they'll be like, why do I still have to be trained? Some people say, I just want to do it by myself. If you want someone to do it for you, rather, we have Advantage Agency. Yes, they will assist you. But we also believe that, and the website of Advantage Agency, I think it's www.advantageagency.ca. All you need to do, just register to book a free consultation with one of the team, right? But in Advantage Migration, we believe that you're your best agent, because even if you engage the help of an agent, you will still have to tell the person information, salient information that will aid the person in helping you apply, provide for your visa and whatnot. However, when you get trained, you can do it yourself. You'll be able to put yourself in the best light, and at the same time, you will also know every details about you. Be able to tailor your application to your personality. It doesn't mean that when you tell an agent everything about you, they will not be able to find an angle for you. Yes, but it is the best. It's actually coming from you. That's just fact. Yes, that's the fact. However, and then of course, if you get trained, you can do it yourself over and over again for your family members, for those who are coming with their husband, their children. You can do it for your every member of your family. Their visa. If any of your children is going to apply for study, maybe your children of school age, you can easily apply for on their behalf for study. Okay, hi Daniel. Daniel says, is Canada still a place of choice following the recent cost of living among others? Yes, Canada is still a place of choice, because apart from the fact that the cost of living has increased due to the economic changes in the world, they still offer you a lot of benefits after study. So most people go to study because they're going to come back to better their life, to compete better in the work market. Because in some countries, the work market has been saturated. So you need something that gives you an edge. And that is one of the importance of studying abroad. However, assuming when you study, you love the country, you love to remain, why not? Canada offers you that pathway, right? If you come into the country and you be like, I want to remain here after my studies, and then Canada offers you that pathway. However, if you wish to, but there are some countries where you wish to remain after your study and you may not be able to, you have to return, right? So that is one good thing about Canada. Then it's also family friendly. You can go with your family. You can go with family. The fact is, the cost of living is
True,
quite
true.
high now, but that's not because that's simply because of the economic realities in the world right now. And this question also leads me to something else that I already had in mind. So over the next few sessions, we will also be looking at different countries that offer you other pathways. There are so many countries you can travel to study, right? That is also relatively cheaper. That's why I said during while I was doing my presentation on this program that while doing my search, I found a country. I didn't note it. I'm going to go find it later. I found a country that had the school wrote this the cost of living for the school. I think was the school. I know the school wants to assist you and tell you the cost of living in the country. The cost of living for a year is 3,000. I've forgotten the currency. I'll go do. I'll do. I'm going to bring it back on this session one of these days, right? So do well to stay tuned to our live sessions. We do this weekly, right? Okay. So because of living for a year in the country, as recommended by the school, or after taking I think the school looked at the country's policy and everything was 3,000. Let me put dollars, but that is in the country's currency, right? You can see how cheap is that. But you know, in Canada, the cost of living is 20,000 Canadian dollars. But this cost of living, I said 3,000. It's not including accommodation, right? So when Canada tells you 20,000 Canadian dollars, they're looking at the cost of accommodation, because I think you pay accommodation, you pay rent monthly, and then also the cost of living, and it's for a whole year. They take into consideration a lot of things. And if you remember, if you notice, you notice that Canada did not increase cost of proof of funds for people bringing their family members. So each family member still remains 3,000, 4,000, 4,000 for the first and 2,000 for subsequent family members. While for the primary applicants, it is 20,000. There's a reason, because if the primary applicant has 20,000, he can comfortably take care of the other members of the family with the what's it called, with the funds they have, which is the 3,000, 4,000 for proof of funds for each family member, right? So that's basically it. So the economic system, that is why it is not only Canada. In Vantage Migration, we have a whole program dedicated to teaching you countries of the world, what they offer, the benefits they have, they stand to gain, and you stand to gain in their educational system, in everything. So when you want to, by the time you become a member, a student of Vantage Migration, you may register to be our student, and what you have in your mind is, I'm going to go to the US, and that's where I want to study. But by the time you're done taking our program, you may have a change of mind. By the time we're done teaching you, we'll open up all the countries of the world to you, give you
Exactly,
lessons on them, and then
exactly,
by the time we give you
exactly.
informed by the time we give you informed knowledge, information on every country of the world, you'll be able to make an informed decision. So a lot of people choose some countries not because they have any good idea about it, but the friend is there. And sometimes some people don't tell you exactly the truth. But Advanced Migration will open everything up to you. So you'll be able to make good decision. For some people, even with the cost of living, Canada is still a choice destination. And I must say it is very good. It is very good. Okay, so that is it. That is it on that. How do you register? Okay, so register. There are three steps to register for massive migration class. The first step is for you to go to our website www.vantagemigration. I'm typing the link in the comment section. The link to the website in the comment section. So the first step is for you to go to www.vantage.ca, register on the site to attend our free webinar. It is free, please. So there's nothing preventing you from attending it. Register to attend our free webinar, and then also after that, you take the eligibility test. It's as fast as possible. Watch the webinar to the end, take the eligibility test, and then you have access to contact us privately for one-on-one consultations. You want to talk to us on phone. I see some people say, I would love to talk to you on the phone or something. We'll even do you one better video. You talk to us physically and everything like that. But after you watch the webinar, take the eligibility test, then our email, direct email to get to us, to contact us, anybody, any member of the team will open up to you, right? So there's a whole team out there in Vantage Migration waiting for you. So, like I said, when we talk about you doing it yourself, you may be doing it yourself, but we are there to guide you every step of the way, even after you're done taking our class. Even after you're done taking our class, we'll guide you. You have 24 hours access to us. We'll guide you. Once you send a message, we'll reply you within 24 hours. So even in your visa application, we have that's another problem altogether. I don't know who's interested in visa. Help you to your visa application. So for this program, uh, I think we've seen it. See anyone that just joined us and missed it. Basically, this is the fun. It can be more. How do you get the more? Secret. Join us at Vantage Vibration. Log on to
Amazing, amazing,
www.vantage.ca. Right? So we
amazing,
see how to
amazing.
get more. This funding is available to you upon acceptance. Like once you offer the admission, you get this and more. So now it comes up to how do you get more? What's the tip? What documents do you submit to enable you get more? I don't know if it's the same, but I noticed like people tend to rate people by a look, right? You see someone and you size them up. For instance, a boy and girl, you see a girl for the first time, or you see a guy for the first time, you size the guy up and be like, this guy is worth 6 million, 10 million, 5 million, and that's how you rate the person, right? But in applications, studying abroad, they're not going to see it first. What they see first is your application, right? So how do you make your application be rated high? And what's $50,000 as at 22,000 Canadian dollars? That's the one thing you have to look out for. What do you do to make yourself look cute, beautiful, right? Your application. What do you make? What do you do to make your application look beautiful? So that when they are thinking of you, the guy conductor will say, I can't take GT out of my head. I can't take GT application out of my head. What do I do? What do let's give them more. Okay. So help you fine tune you. We are your best advantage. By the time we are done preparing you and your pro applications, we'll show you to the best to your best light, even better than your what you are, sir. And then of course, sir, your admission will guarantee scholarship on point and visa. So visa is a whole ball game altogether. You have to register for that. We have visa who guide you. So you don't want to get admission and scholarship and then you can't go abroad, right? That's why we have visa experts with lawyers who guide you in your applications, teach you every step by step. Okay. So Adebayo, the answer to your question is log on to www.vantagemigration.ca and then you find out every information about us. So hi, Mr. Priye, thank you for joining us. What do you think of this program? What's your take on everything? Let's know.
I think it's an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity. The amount is quite reasonable for a MSc program is $22,000 Canadian dollars, and for a PhD program is 30,000 Canadian dollars. Now, this does not mean that when you arrive at Canada, this will be all you are entitled to. No, because if I recall correctly, you did mention that these amounts stated on the portal on the university's website is the minimum amount. So there's a possibility that it could increase up to, in the case of a master's program, 30,000 Canadian dollars, and in case of a PhD program, even up to 40,000 or more, 40,000 or more Canadian dollars. So for somebody like, I think one of the viewers was wondering if Canada is still a place of choice, given the rising cost of living. Most of the issues that come into cost of living is actually housing. It's not the food feeding, it's not transportation, it's not clothing, it's mostly housing. Okay, so there are ways you can go around it. With funding options like this, you can cover your tuition and still have some amounts left for housing. That is one solution. Another solution, of course, is the option of part-time work, because Even when you're on scholarship, you are not prevented for taking part-time work, though there is a cap on the number of hours you can work within a week while you're a student. But then the money you get from those hours you're allowed to work can go into other necessary daily expenses. So the scholarship amount can be increased. And in your, I'm sure things like housing is one of those factors that would consider in determining how much money they're going to award to you. So you really do not have to worry that much. Canada is the place to go. Yes, it may cost more now, but what you get out of it is worth it. You get
with
companies, you get opportunities to network, to meet people from various backgrounds. You get opportunities to stay behind because Canada still has a very friendly immigration pathway, clear and friendly immigration pathway from studying to permanent residency. So you get all of that in return for slight increase, or maybe not so slight increase, but to be fair. But despite the increase, basically what I'm saying, despite the increase in cost of living, you still get something out by living in Canada. So it's a good opportunity. You want to take advantage of it as soon as possible. And the first thing you have to do is to log on to www.advantagemigration.ca and follow every other step of the way.
yeah.
Chinoye, are you still there?
Oh yes, I am. I am.
Okay, it appears we've lost our host temporarily.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Chinoye, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, please?
Can you hear me, Chinoye? Okay, I can hear
I
you, but
can.
I can't see you. You know what that means.
Oh,
I think
okay.
your camera went off. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me switch to camera too.
So I can't see you. Your camera is down.
Okay, okay. Let me switch to camera too. Well, thank you for your take on thank you for your take um on everything on this program. But just as Adebayo had said, actually, we're also going to be looking at different pathways. Actually, on this session, we've brought up, we found scholarships from. Can you remember that school? The country, I think from Denmark. We found for Finland here. We've gone to US. We've gone to the UK. We've gone to
It was
Canada.
Belgium, I think. It was one of the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, I think it was Belgium
Yes.
too.
I think
We
we've not
found for
touched
Belgium.
Australia that much, though.
Yeah,
Australia,
but I
New
found for
Zealand, these
Australia.
are two countries we've not really identified. Oh,
Yeah, but
okay, okay. So
I found for
maybe in
Australia
subsequent
actually.
sessions, we'll be looking at those two countries. What do you think, Chinaye?
Yeah, that would be a very
You
good
found for
scenario.
Australia. Okay, excellent,
Yes,
excellent.
I think you were not. I think you were not on the session that day. Sorry, that was why.
Uh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I see that we have a couple of responses for the programs, but you all have not responded very well. So I don't want to hear, oh, what program I want to. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. Okay. So I see Clement says pharmacy. Uh, Amara says social work, mass communication. So okay, we're going to be looking at those ones in the next sessions. All right. So there's scholarship for everybody. It does not matter um your discipline. You can get full scholarship. So even if you are with a third class, there's scholarship for you, right? Second class lower, second class upper, there's scholarships for you because we have this trick. We call it advantage, or as the leader likes to put it, hidden scholarships that help you. These scholarships are not open to everybody, right? With our study abroad software, with our technique, we find the scholarships and they offer you access to study even with your low grades. So when you become a student of Vantage Migration, these are one of the benefits that you get as a Vantage student. Okay, these are one of the benefits you get as a Vantage student. So scholarship, study loan. I know we talk about scholarship a lot. We also offer study loan. The reason why we don't emphasize so much on study loan is because in the end you still have to return the money. Everybody loves free things, right? But in
You
study
still
loans
have
you
to
have to
pay back.
return
It's
the
a
money, and we
debt.
want you to leave this. We want, yeah, and that's actually what we are trying to avoid. That's all. If not, you can get study loan. We teach students how to get study loans and with no interest, because study loan, there's a lot of issues to study loan. The higher the study loan, you can get as study loans as high as possible, but you want to spend all your time trying to pay back. That's why scholarship is just the best pathway. When we tell you, we are your best advantage, it means we are actually your best advantage. We want to put you in the best light, right? And what we think is study loan is not as good um, as scholarship. Okay, so I want to show you this
A
video
scholarship is
of a
simply
past
not as good
vantage.
as getting scholarships.
Yes. So I want to show you guys this video from a past vantage student. Um, so I'm going to bring it up. So let's watch her. Tell me what you think. Right?
She has joined the scholarship gang, my dear. This is where we are today. You can imagine, life is good, huh? See, if you want to live the life that you want, that is what you just really have to do is take action, my dear. I posted Adora's testimonial video some time ago.
Guys, my name is Adora, and I just want to share my experience with you as you guys get into graduate program in Canada. So it happened that I've been working for this working on this for a while. I mean, I'm trying to get information about school so I can kickstart the process since I was already certain about the course I wanted to study. By the way, trust me, sifting information from the internet is a full-time job, and it requires a lot of dedication and time too. So, but luckily for me, I met Linda. Everyone knows she's a sweet soul. But even more, she spreads her kindness. I spoke to her about my goals because I needed help. Like I said, with all the information available, I felt that there was a need for a man ahead. It would make the difference. So, for instance, some schools tell you about English. Am I to write IELTS? Which one of them? Is it general, academic? Some people talk about getting supervisors, advisors. How do I go about them? Partial funding. Linda's magic was able to secure or turn my partial funding into a full one. If you want to know how, I guess you should try Linda. And don't quit praying, like miracles still happen. By the way, let me tell you one truth about working with Linda. To achieve your graduate dream with her is so easy. However, but you don't need to worry because you had to, you would, if you really want your graduate dream to come true, yeah, you had to keep.
Well, that's Adora. That's Adora.
Telling your head that this is good for you. Okay, so with Linda, it's no jokes.
Is
What I take
life
out
in
from
Canada.
from her video.
Congratulations and thank you for everything.
Thank you, my darling. God bless you. You guys, I don't know what I was taking for. You guys,
Okay.
you like, really, what the real person. I'm touching her. She's you heard it here first, you guys. So please do yourself with people and come and catch some cold.
Okay.
Help.
We have to go now.
After taking our training, she was able to do it herself, and she got partial scholarship with extra help from the team. With extra help from the team, she progressed to full scholarship. So that is the thing. So Adora's story can be likened to what we talked about earlier in this session about this program. The program is not on the screen right now anymore. About how you can you can increase your fundings from 22,000 Canadian dollars to for MSc and 10,000 Canadian dollars to an even higher package. So after Adora took our training, she got scholarship for herself, but a partial scholarship. It was not fully funded. But that same program, it was elevated, and her funding was increased to a full scholarship with living expense after she got extra assistance from the team. So basically, advantage migration, we're going to teach you how. Yeah. So advantage migration, we will teach you how to do it yourself. At the same time, you are not left alone. So you don't be like, oh, when you train me, call, because then doesn't mean you leave me behind. Because you see some people who, after being trained, they still have a lot of questions because study abroad is it's kind of tricky to navigate. That is why we also promise you access to 24 hours experts, course facilitators, legal experts, guidance, editors like Mr. Priya here, who are going to guide you on the whole process. So while you're doing it yourself, you're applying yourself to searching for scholarships, you engage us. Okay, can you help me do this? I need guidance. Look at my documents, review this for me, and what not. Our experts are going to guide you every single step of the way until you arrive at your destination. Like Adora here. Adora did this video with Dr. Linda after she had arrived at Canada. You see that? So every step of the way, once you become a Vantage student, you're a Vantage member for life, and we are dedicated and to ensuring that you succeed in your choosing path. That's something you don't get everywhere, right? So thank you for watching this far. We're going to bring you next session is going to be very exciting. Do you know what you don't know what we're going to do next session? I'm not going to tell you. Okay, join us.
Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Except you bribe me. Tell me in the comment section. What should I tell you what's happening? So you're going to prepare for it. But of course, before the session, there's always an announcement post. So do well to watch out for our announcement post and then join us on the session. And you're going to, I'm sure you're going to find it very informative, find it very helpful, because we're dedicated to ensuring that you achieve success in your study abroad endeavors, right? Okay, so thank you so much for joining. Thank you everyone who watched this far. Please do well to like and share, please. Like and share this session. The more you like it, the better for us. We know that we're doing something right. Tell us in the comment section what you love us to do, and we do that. So I see that we have some programs here. So we're going to be looking at searching for mass communication, social work, and pharmacy. Thanks for that. All right, those who didn't drop, you can still drop your even though you're watching on the replay, you can drop in the comment section what programs you're interested in and your country, and we'll assist you on that in the next session. Thank you, Mr. Priye, for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you.
Thank you,
When you come, you're going to
Chinoye.
come. Yeah. All right. Okay. So thank you all. It's bye bye from here.
Vantage migration. Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. We are your number one educational consultants. We are your number one educational consultants. For your admission, for your scholarship. No matter the degree, we are ready for you all over the world. For your PHD, for your PhD. For your masters, we are ready for you. Anywhere in the world. 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 Vantage migration. We are ready for you. Anywhere in the world. Vantage migration. We are your advantage.